Yo, in this video, I'll be revealing how I made my clients over $2 million in sales and scaled a coaching offer to $150,000 a month. But before I go into this video, I want to mention a couple key points. So, first of all, bro, you're not a magician. So, don't think you can just scale any business because, you're a copywriter or a growth operator or whatever. You need to be working with businesses slash coaches who already have traction, an audience, and they're posting consistently. So here is someone we actually can help. So they have to be getting a minimum of 2,000 views per reel. They have to be posting very consistently, like once a day, maybe once every 2 days. They post educational content. This one is huge, by the way. They post educational content, not some garbage brain rot reels with loud music and some, text. We all seen these reels where it's text, the guy maybe like, looking left and right, like it's like, some brain rot, basically garbage. A reel where after I watch it, I wasted, let's say, half a minute of my life and I learned nothing. I gained no value. Like basically, a garbage brain rot reel. I think you guys understand what I'm saying. They also have to have some followers. There isn't like a set number. If they have below 10,000, you can't work with them. But most of the time, I'd say below 10,000, you're starting to get very low. Like it's hard to help someone below 10,000. Also, of course, make sure they don't have bot followers. They didn't buy followers, bro. You'd be surprised. And yeah, once you land an ideal client, I'll show you how you can actually help them. But here's an example of someone I would call an ideal client. You can definitely outreach to this guy. He's not my client. I'm just showing you. So you can see 18,000 followers. Apply to work with me one-on-one. And then you can, this is the most important part. We just go to the reels. Completely forgot about this part. This just posts. Literally useless. See, this guy's getting some very decent views, like 3,000, 4K, 5K, 5K, 7K, 7K, 13K. And he's pretty consistent, like posting. As you can see, like 3 days ago, 6 days ago, he posts like once again. Okay, this one is, but yeah, you can actually, even when you actually, if you land a client and he's not very consistent like this guy, you can, kind of warm him up and tell him, let's start posting consistently, and he can definitely start posting consistently. So yeah, this is definitely like a perfect lead. Also, here is what you can actually provide for him. So you can see this guy literally has a high ticket mentorship, I'm guessing, and all he has is a type form. So this is a great opportunity. You can pitch him and tell him, I'm gonna build him a VSL funnel basically for his high ticket mentorship, and you can also offer him a low ticket mentorship, like a community basically, like 50 or $100 a month. You can definitely pitch this guy. But yeah, you can easily pitch this guy to build him something like this basically, as you guys can see. Headline, VSL, this is what you're gonna build, and then yeah, basically this is another one. Wait, yeah, this one is pretty decent. You have the headline, you have the VSL, you have the type form. See, this guy is locked in, not like this guy, just some random type form. No, it's a headline showing you exactly what you're gonna get, who this program is for, and then a VSL going in depth, like a 10-minute VSL, and then you have a type form. Then as they keep scrolling, they have video testimonials, which are very powerful. Like look at all these. So this is definitely a decent landing page. And yeah, so this is basically what you're gonna build a guy like this if you land him, and you're gonna take a percentage. So let's actually go on, and I'll go a little bit more in depth on how I made my clients like millions. So when you start working with a new client, as I showed you, either they're not selling anything or selling either low ticket or high ticket, or even both. But someone selling both is pretty rare. High ticket, by the way, is at least $2,000, like two, three, and more. And if they're selling a high ticket, like this guy, but this guy, even his high ticket is pretty bad, so you can offer him to sell him the high ticket and the low ticket. If someone's selling a low ticket, for example, you can create them a full high ticket funnel and help them launch it and come up with the offer. If they already sell high ticket, chances are they don't sell low ticket, like this guy. This guy probably sells high ticket but doesn't sell low ticket. I mean, where is his low ticket? So you can definitely also, for example, and how you're gonna sell it is, you have the high ticket type form, correct? And let's say 100 people actually like answer the type form, and 50 of them are unqualified for the high ticket mentorship. Those 50 unqualified leads might not be able to afford 2-3,000, but they could like probably afford $100 a month community. So it all starts at the top of the funnel. They get funneled into something called a VSL funnel landing page, as I showed you guys. That's one of the things you build out. And for high ticket, it'll be a landing page with a VSL, a type form to qualify leads, and then booked on a high ticket call to be sold on a $8,000 program, basically. You also have to build a strong follow-up system. This is very important, by the way, because I've worked with a lot of clients who like actually have like book a decent amount of calls, 5, 10, 20 calls a day, but like the show up rate, if it's bad, like you'd be surprised. Like when I started working, I thought, if he booked a call, oh, he's interested, I don't really need to follow up with him, he's gonna show up. But like no, if you don't follow up, it will be an 80, 90% no show. So yeah, like promise something free on the call. Like promise him, yo, if you show up, like I'm gonna actually send you something for free. And yeah, and then also warm them up before the call. Also send some free value. Message them everywhere with like a message that's clearly human written, not some botty message by Calendly Premium, basically. Let them know they're like learning something on the call, and it's not just some sales call, basically. So yeah. So let's get back to this part. Then the Typeform will give you disqualified leads, and this is where you sell the low ticket program. So hope that made sense. Of course, there is more in depth. I'm not gonna show you exactly my own clients that I'm actually, done the work with. Of course, I don't wanna like expose anyone, but yeah, this is basically how it goes. This is just an example of who you definitely could outreach to. This guy is he has even testimonials. Like he's basically a perfect lead almost. The only thing is just not posting consistently, but you'll always find a guy who has one, like he's not a perfect lead. You're not gonna find perfectly, but this is what I'd consider a almost perfect lead. Most of his content, you can see, is educational. Of course, he has some brain rot, like this is some brain rot, I think.
Yeah,
This is what I mean when I say brain rot. I'm not saying this is bad content, but you can see he has no comments. But I think it got 7,000 views. On average, you're of course gonna get more views when it's brain rot, but yeah. This is also kind of brain rot.
What's up?
What you on, man?
Yeah, like, you're not getting value. They're cool. They can definitely get you some followers, but most of the time, the people who watch this type of content never buy anything. So, yeah, like 80, 90% of your videos should be not this. Should be something like this, maybe. Like some
This will be
personal, personal brand, him talking to the camera type of videos. So, yeah, this is basically how I made $2 million from my clients. Very important, bro. You're not a magician. Again, yeah, this is an ideal client. Posting consistently, he gets at least 2,000 views per reel. Again, post consistently, and this is very important. You'll find someone perfect, but like most of his content is brain rot, and he gets a lot of views. He has 100K followers. I would not outreach to this guy. Literally 90% of his videos, if they are brain rot, do not outreach to this guy, bro. You'll almost never make him any money. All his audience is shit. So yeah, bro, go out there, send some outreach, and you can definitely make it. Like, I know you're probably thinking like, damn, there is no way I could scale. Like, you don't need to scale him to 150K a month. You could just scale him to 50K a month. Maybe he's making 10K a month, and then you actually, ask for a 20-25% rev share. You make him an extra 40K, and you make like 10K. So you really don't need to make him like millions or hundreds of thousands. And yeah, slowly you can definitely scale with the client. Like, it's not like I started working with the client and he was making 20K a month by the way when I started. It's not like next month we made 150. It took me a while. It took me a couple months to scale this client to 150K. So yeah, slowly we hit 50, then 100, then we hit like 150K. So yeah, bro, go out there. You can definitely make it.